Right. Speaking of channels, right, let me tell you a little story. During the week, I did a live stream on Wednesday, and I was talking about the new YouTube 8,000 hours and all that stuff. And I was saying, look, you know, it's if you can't make 4,000 hours now, of course, 8,000 is going to be tough. But if you can't do 8,000 hours in a year, 12 months a year, you're not going to make any money from YouTube anyway. So either you're going to have to put the effort in, right? So I digress on all of this. I wanted to share a little story with you. I follow this guy on Instagram. His name's Ben, right? He's a window cleaner, and last year, I think like August of last year, he started his Instagram page, and he basically took up this challenge, right, of doing 100 press-ups a day. Now, he was a big lad. Started doing 100 press-ups a day, and he's been doing it like every single day, making videos about it. He's built like quite a sizable Instagram following, like 50,000 followers or something. And anyway, he started watching my channel, and I was following him. And he messaged me a couple of times, and he was like, you know, I love listening to your stuff. And I was saying, oh, I really appreciate your work ethic. You know, somebody that gets up, he's a big lad, right? Gets up every day, does 100 press-ups. And like a year odd later now, he's absolutely ripped. He looks amazing. And he's a dad, and he's got his window cleaning business, and now Instagram's kind of turned into a business. He messaged me a couple of days ago. He was like, I watched your video. This is like a voicemail. But I don't know Ben. I've never met him. We've literally just, I like your content. I like your content. All the best. You know, that kind of thing. And he sent me a voicemail saying, can I ask a little bit of advice? I watched your video about YouTube, the 8,000 hours thing, and I want to start a YouTube channel, and I want to try and get to the monetization, 4,000 hours, before the new rules come into effect next February. Do you think it's possible? And what should I do? And then he told me something that kind of blew my mind a little bit. He was about to pay a company, like a YouTube company, right? One of these guru things, $4,000 to tell him how to make YouTube videos, like just how to post YouTube content. And he messaged me and he was like, do you know this company? And I did. And he was asking me, what do you think? What advice would you give me? And I messaged him back and said, I wouldn't spend $4,000 on that, mate. I would just make a video, post it, and get on with it. Like, he was in this phase of like analysis paralysis, and I so recognize that, because one of the hardest things about doing all of this, right, making videos and everything, is keeping the momentum going, right? And I say this because I just told you I've made 400 videos here, but I've got other channels, and I struggle sometimes to like find the mental capacity to want to do it. When I get into a rhythm with something, I'm just on it. I'm locked in, especially when I really care about it, when I love it, like exercise as I've mentioned, I can never be perfect all the time. So when I've talked here about resisting alcohol for a period of time and going sober, and then recently I've drifted away from that a little bit. I've kind of loosened off standards I was holding myself to. I just can't stay on it with everything all the time. But when I recognize that, I kind of give myself a little bit of grace on it. So he was saying, I'm going to spend $4,000 in this company. What do I do? And I was like, don't do that, mate. Here's a plan. And I just left him a couple of voicemails, right? Now, I said to him, make a video today and just do something. No edits, no flashy graphics, no music, no nothing. Just make something, post it, and tomorrow talk about what it was like to get over that hurdle. Because as somebody who's capable of getting up every day and doing 100 press-ups for a year and losing a shit ton of weight and making Instagram posts about it, how are you not applying that same mental logic to just making a YouTube video? But he was so stuck in the weeds. How do you title it? What do you do with the thumbnails? What do you do with descriptions, keywords? And he was going to pay a company $4,000 to tell him what he already knew. And so he made the video the same day, right? And he posted it. And I've got his page here, right? This is his page. I want you to go and have a look at this, right? So, like, even just for, like, it doesn't matter whether you're a male, female, you're into fitness or not. He does just really basic, simple routines, right? And it's more about the ability to start something from scratch. So see all the people that have got YouTube channels here that were like, I'll never get to the 8,000. Take this motivation of a guy here, discipline, drive, right? This is Ben. And that's his first 2 videos, right? So he's already made 2. First one did 829 views in the first day. Second one's done 316 views. And he just talked openly about that mental challenge of like trying to get on with it all, right? And I messaged him yesterday and I said, well done, first 2 videos in the bank. Now make a video every single day for 30 days and you'll be well on your way to the 4,000 hours. And don't worry about the edits and the mistakes and everything else. You will learn on your way. And that's exactly what he's doing. Now, he's got a full-time job. He's got a kid. He's a window cleaner. He's grafting hard. And now he's got a second business and is making a video every day hard. Yeah. But see, if you want that target and you want to get to those goals, you have to put the effort in. And if you can't put that level of effort in, you would never make money on YouTube anyway. So it would be a total waste of time. You are not going to make peanuts off of YouTube if you cannot get to that level. And he's like, you know, again, just props to Ben. And again, I'm just going to say this. I don't know Ben. I don't gain anything out of this other than see that mindset. I really connect with that mindset. See when somebody comes and says to you, can you share a bit of advice? And you give them the advice. And before the day's out, they've already implemented it. I connect with that so much because I see the tell me it and I'm going to go and do it. Not the tell me it and then I'm going to give you 5 reasons why I can't do that. There's nothing more that switches me off in terms of like wanting to talk to you and engage with you. Like he sent me a message this morning, a funny message, right? And he was like, if we ever meet, let me buy you a steak because of what you've said so far, right? And I was like, that's you know, no need for that. Happy to just share some comms with you. But I'll tell you a little funny bit, right? He's got a fiance and he was at his fiance's house, his fiance's aunt's house. And his fiance's aunt was like, are you talking to that guy John talks about? I've been watching his channels. And that utterly cracked me up this morning because I thought that's hilarious. Like he's watching the channel, I'm watching his channel. Now he's gone away and started a YouTube channel. And then it turns out his fiance's aunt.
So, John, I'm just at my fiance's auntie's house and I just come in the house and she's gone, no, I wasn't eavesdropping, but I could hear a voice outside. She goes, was that John talks about? So,
that fucking tickled me this morning. That's worth more than any YouTube AdSense. So if you want to do a little exercise routine, and I mean like for any level, go and check out Ben's channel. He's got like 3,500 subscribers, right? He's built a massive following on Instagram, but it is not easy to transfer that audience to another platform. People come for different things. People that watch shorts don't typically watch long form. They're different viewers. And so building something on Instagram doesn't instantly transfer to YouTube. He's came over to YouTube and he's trying. And I so respect that. I respect the work ethic. I respect like implementing simple, like just make it, mate. Just go and make it. Don't worry about the rest of it. Just start. And so, you know, again, coming back to a Wednesday night, 8,000 hours is the new announcement from YouTube. You'll get 8,000 hours. You will make that. It's not as hard as you think it is. But before that, you've got 6 months to get to 4,000 watch hours, right? And I'll give you a little statistic, right? I posted a video yesterday, 50 minutes long, talking to Lee and Sarah, an English couple who've left the UK and they've gone traveling and they're living a bit of life. And Yvonne and I met them and again, had a really nice connection with them. And we sat down and chatted in a park. I don't research for these things. I don't write down questions. I sat down and we just chatted and I edited it and videoed it as best I could. I don't know what I'm doing with all that stuff either. Set 2 cameras up. I had no idea how I was going to mix that, the audio. I recorded some of it on my iPhone. I just learned all of that post filming it, how to do it. Right. So just do something and then figure that. Was it Richard Branson that said, if you ever get a job opportunity and you don't know what you're doing, say yes first and figure the rest of it out after that? That's exactly what to do. Right. Well, I posted that video yesterday, right? It's had 2,000 views. Never mind that. It's done 357 hours. One video of us chatting to another couple in a park. It's done 357 hours in the first 12 hours of being published. You don't need a big audience. You just need the right content. YouTube right now will push anybody who starts with the right content out and you will pick up hours. So don't fear 4,000, 8,000. If you're going to make something, get on with it. All right, Drill Sergeant John is done. Let me go back to my coffee and the questions and the topic. But go follow Ben. Go watch his channel. He's a good lad.